Fala pessoal, beleza? Nós hoje estamos recebendo a Whitley, que é intercambista da Universidade de Michigan. Bem-vinda! O vídeo de hoje vai ser em inglês, mas nós vamos ter legenda e você pode acompanhar aí embaixo. What do you study?
I studied philosophy in undergrad and I studied law at the University of Michigan Law School.
What is your experience of Brazil in the UFMG clinic?
I love Brazil. I think it's great. It's beautiful. The people are wonderful. The weather is wonderful, especially coming from Michigan. The clinic has been really interesting, seeing the diversity and the juxtaposition of the laws in the United States and the way the court works. I went to a hearing and seeing the fact that the lawyers talk to the judge and the judge talks to the witness. It's so different than in the United States, where the lawyers really put on the entire presentation and the judge kind of stands back and observes.
How was the University of Michigan clinic established?
In 2009, Professor Bridget Carr created the clinic. It was the first clinic in the United States dedicated solely to human trafficking. And actually, Professor Haddad, who started the clinic here, was an LLM student at the University of Michigan and met Professor Carr and got the inspiration for this clinic.
What are the labor laws like in the USA?
In the United States, most people understand them as human trafficking laws because they have to do with sex trafficking, trafficking of children, as well as trafficking in labor. A lot of the people who are subject to slave labor in the United States are migrants that don't have documentation because they don't have a lot of the protections that you get from the labor laws in the United States.
Currently in Brazil, many people think we should have the death penalty. You study the death penalty in the US. Can you explain how it works?
Yeah, in the United States, we actually abolished the death penalty in the 1970s because it was disproportionately applied to African Americans. Since then, states have lobbied to reinstate the death penalty, and now we have two trials. The first, you determine guilt, and the second, you determine the penalty. So oftentimes it's the difference between life and death. The drug that we use, one of the drugs that we use in the lethal injection system in the United States, is really difficult to get a hold of. So there's some conversation around how the death penalty should be administered. Specifically, should it be done by firing squad?
According to your research, is this a solution for society?
The death penalty research that I did had to do with a specific philosopher and his conception of the death penalty. He believed that it was possible to respect the dignity of every person and also have the death penalty. And I argued that according to his philosophy, it really makes sense to reserve the death penalty for the highest level crimes, so mass murderers and things of that nature.
Ok, thank you for being with us. Pessoal, então é isso, a gente fica por aqui. Deixa o joinha, comenta aí o que você quiser ver no canal. E estamos à disposição de vocês, qualquer coisa, deixa um comentário, a gente responde. Valeu galera, tchau, tchau, a gente fica por aqui.